Yo, what's going on there, people? ETX back again tonight with another video. Another live stream video. Another live stream hangout video. Another video, talking about the LCU and all sorts of other stuff. Before we get into all that, though, let's see if we're actually live. That would be helpful to know. Bear with me, people. We are now live. Hold on. Check, 1, 2, check. Hold on. Alright, we're live. Just let me see something real quick in the settings. Interesting. Well, we're live now. Alright. Well, I'll take that. I'll take those out. I'll take these out. I've been eating Cheez-Its, so they're all in my toothuses, in my gums, and I want to take it out really bad, but I'm not going to do it on camera. Yeah, I need to figure this out, though, because I don't like I like my over-the-ear headphones. They're good headphones. They're a nice, decent pair of Razer headphones. I like the RGBs on them. I think I said this earlier. And you could customize, fully customizable, like with all of my RGBs. However, they stick out too much. Like, from the side profile, it doesn't look too bad. But then, when I look directly at the camera, if I go like this and hold the whole time, but, that's why I like those Sony Professionals. There's two different models. There's a $180 pair, roughly, and then there's a $380 pair, roughly. OBS. Keep in mind, OBS goes laggy every so often. I'm not sure why, but it does. But anyway, of course, I want to get the 381. Those are the same headphones that Keem uses. I'm eventually going to get that mic as well, the Shure XM78. However, by then, they'll probably have something, even better. That mic has been out for a while, as far as I know, so there might already be. But typically for podcasting, all the top podcasters, live streamers have that Sony Professional XM78, and then with the Sony Professional headphones as well, the better of the two models that are out there. All right. Anyway, yeah, I went live a little bit ago. Not here, but in the LCU. Where, you might ask? Where, you might ask? I'll tell you. If you are in the LCU and you watch a show, a couple shows, a few shows, a slew of shows, or all the shows, which apparently there's about 18, somewhere between 15 and 18 consecutive locale shows. Can you believe it? A year ago there was one. Uno más. Or that would be one more. Uno. Sit down and listen. One locale show. Of course, that being Local Live. The one show that started it all. That started the fucking circus we're in. That started the shit show. One shit show to start all of the shit shows. So yeah. And tonight, if you caught it, or if you're watching that replay, I came up on panel on LolcowAlpha with the host, Phantom. All right, I came up about the last half hour or so, and it went pretty damn good. Now, I came up under the impression of trying out, which it was, and I didn't learn until the end of the stream that Phantom doesn't have the power to give an intern role. I could have sworn he did. I could have sworn, because a few nights ago when Exile went up, who was also on tonight, got his intern role back. He was an intern going laggy. He was an intern at some point. It was taken away. Then he was given intern again. But I could have sworn it was Phantom that did that. But apparently not. And now that I'm thinking about it afterwards, it doesn't make sense that a host of, any show would be able to give somebody a host role unless it was, Keem, Boogie, Rastov, maybe Scooter, and Mike. Aside from that, I don't believe there's anybody else that can give a host role, and it might not even be that whole list of people that I just mentioned. I think it is though. Keem, Mike, Rastov, Scooter, Keem, Rastov, Mike, Scooter. I think that's it. It might not even be them, but definitely Keem, obviously. I'm pretty sure Mike, and most likely Rastov. I mean, he has access to the main channel, so I don't see why he wouldn't be able to make somebody an intern or give them an intern role. Which, if you don't know, just like in real life, when you're interning in the LCU, you're not getting paid for anything yet. You don't start getting paid until you become a host from an intern. So you go from an intern, an unpaid intern, just like real life, getting the necessary experience, etc. And then, if all goes well, you become a host in the LCU, whether you're a main host or a co-host. More than likely, you're going to become a co-host with somebody else. And that somebody else typically runs the show, runs OBS, does a TTS, etc., etc. However, I know OBS. I don't know. I know a fair amount just to get by. I'm using it now. I'm not monetized on my channel yet, so I haven't had to deal with anything pertaining to TTS or, goals or super chats or anything like that yet. Okay, everything up until this point has been self-taught via watching YouTube videos. And then, a few nights ago, Phantom actually host of LolcowAlpha. I got on a Discord call with him, and he helped me out with some things that I needed help with, that I was seeking answers to. Gave me those answers, helped me out with it, troubleshot it with me, and now, now as you can see, OBS is running smooth as hell. Sounds good, looks good, and yeah, it was more or less some audio things I was dealing with. Not the audio quality, but it's just, anyway, everything is squared away. We got everything taken care of. In fact, I could show you right now. Can I? I should be able. Whatever, you get it. I was just gonna open OBS. There's no point. Whatever. It's running smooth. I have to do this. Look away, children. Hey, you probably heard that too. Damn! Anyway, see, I was up on panel night tonight with Phantom, Exile, and then Sprinkles came up at some point. But yeah, it was cool. I came on for like the last half hour. It was good stuff. Had a fun time. If anything, even if I don't get an intern role or whatever, regardless, it was fun. I had a fun time. And yeah, tomorrow night though, I'm off work tomorrow, and I'm more than likely going to go up again, perhaps early on, and stay on the entire 2 hours. You know, I just want to get more, as much screen time as I can outside of my own channel, obviously being the LCU, so I could get more and more exposure. Any exposure is good exposure. And yeah, I get along with Phantom. We're interested in a lot of the same things. So being a host with him would be cool. And you know, one thing which is you know, we both know OBS. Typically, there's one OBS runner, and then the co-host. Even people on main shows don't, not all of them, know OBS or how to use it, etc. I mean, there's some hosts that don't even know how to use Discord or how to open multiple windows on one screen. You know, a lot of streamers have multiple multiple monitors. But you can have one monitor and have multiple windows open, 4, 5, whatever. But there's some hosts that, I don't know, don't realize that or don't know how to do it or what, you know, and rely on their phone. I'm not talking about Tina, by the way. And rely on their phone to look at chat, etc. Like, you can literally just fucking split the screen and have, well, even they don't use OBS, but you could have Discord, OBS. So you could have the stream right there, see chat, etc. That's like the most basic of it. You could have multiple windows open on one monitor, people. LCU people. I mean, come on. So it's rare when there's more than one host on a particular show that know how to use OBS and run OBS, etc., etc. Local Live might be the only show. Well, maybe not. There's a bunch. I don't know. But like Rastoff and Boogie know how to use OBS. Scooter knows how to use OBS. Queens, Mike knows how to use OBS. And it's just him and Tina. Oh, and Savage. Savage uses OBS. So yeah, I think those are the only two shows. Everything else, I think, has one OBS monkey. But I think it should be a requirement, and this was talked about, not too long ago as well within the LCU, that it should be a requirement for a co-host, say that's trying out and then becoming intern and then becoming host. It should be a requirement for that person that wants to try out to know how to run OBS. It's not hard, okay? Again, I am self-taught. All I did, everybody has access to the internet. Everybody has Google. Everybody has YouTube, okay? Everybody has a brain and eyes and ears, okay? And hands to fucking type shit out, okay? They can easily look these videos up and do the research themselves. I just guess they don't, because they rely on that one person. They rely on them so heavily, and then they just get used to it. But what if that person's sick and can't host that day? And then they need to rely on somebody else from another show to come in. Like, it's ridiculous to come in and run OBS. Every host, main host or co-host, should know how to run OBS. At least in its most basic form. Okay? It's not hard to do. You fucking download it. You download the drivers. Where it becomes tricky is all the settings. Because you have to have your settings on your PC correct, settings in OBS correct, and your settings in Discord correct. Because everyone in the LCU uses Discord for their video calls. Okay? And some are reversed. Your settings in this and this might be one thing, but then on another thing need to be opposite of that. So that's where it can get confusing. And then having, make sure you're not pulling up double audio from more than one source, creating scenes and sources, etc., etc. Again, Phantom really helped me out the other night. We were on a call for a good 15, 20 minutes, and he was helping me out with all the little intricacies, and now it's running perfect. In fact, when I first came up, he's like, "Oh, looking good, sound good." In fact, that's what we could do. We could react to me on LolcowAlpha. I didn't even think about that until just now. On this fine Tuesday night, Wednesday now, it's 2:12 a.m. Actually, it's about to be 2:13, and I'm one for numbers. There's a lot of different numbers in my life that have a lot of different meanings, and you see 213 in my usernames, some of them, and that has a significance as well. Instead of telling you, maybe I'll just let you try and figure out what 213, why that's significant. Also, smoke them if you got them. Vape them if you got them. ET Vapor. Oh, shit. Remember? We reacted to my stuff the other night. Drink them if you got them, huh? Black Cherry White Claw. That's how we do. And I don't know Keem personally. I never really talked to him or anything like that, except for some VCs here and there coming up on shows. But he, unknowingly, I said this before too, got me hooked on Black Cherry White Claws. So thank you, Keem, for your contribution to my drinking. I pretty much don't drink hard alcohol anymore. If I do, it's vodka, and it's cranberry vodka, ice, lemon and lime. If I add that to it, typically just cranberry vodka, ice. Beer, I like my Coors Banquet Shorties, the short glass bottles. However, beer bloats. Beer fills you up. Hard seltzers, I never really got into. Of course, I knew about White Claw. I always thought when I heard White Claw, I would just think like white girl wasted. It's like a young white girl's drink. It's a girl drink. Uh, but I knew of Happy Dad, which was Steve Will Do It is, and then then you got like the teas and stuff, Two Turn Tea, Tony Two Turn, stuff like that. Uh, but I got into these like in this year, in the last like 6 or 7 months, and that's like all I drink now. Uh, they taste good, they're easy to drink, but and they don't really bloat or fill you up. But the downside to these is the carbonation. It's just as carbonated as any pop, Red Bull, Monster, whatever. Highly, highly carbonated. So with carbonation comes burping. All right, and I'm like burping constantly, and then it'll also, like, one night it caused me to have hiccups, which I rarely get. I get here and there. And I think they went away, and I ended up going to sleep on the couch, and I woke up in the middle of the night with full-blown hiccups, which, if I recall, I was having a dream, hiccuping in the dream, woke up hiccuping, and then it went on for like another 20 minutes or so. Like, it just wouldn't go away. So that's the only downside. It causes hiccuping, and it could cause hiccuping. But aside from that, tastes good, easy to drink, and it gets you a good little decent buzz. And that's all I'm after, is a little buzz. I don't get drunk or shit-faced or anything like that. Rarely do I drink to excess like that. It's far and few between. Last time was at my brother's wedding, and the time before that was a couple years ago when I drove us to Tennessee, across 4 states. And we were in Tennessee for a week. Gatlinburg, a little outside of Gatlinburg. Yeah, it was a fun time, for sure. But anyway, what am I pulling up again? Oh, yeah. We're going to take that down. We're going to open this. All right, and then LolcowAlpha. All right, so I'll just pull that up before I do anything. Then we're gonna take a Drizink. I hate it when people say cheers. Like, cheers every drink. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Every time people smoke online, like all these weed tubers. Cheers, cheers. Like, what the fuck? Like, just shut up and take your drink. Just shut the fuck up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna take my drink. I'll do that. Gotta trim the nose hair. Ah! All right, folks. So here we go. Sharing now. All right. And then, which one is this? It's this one. Oh, right. The scene. I need to open the scene. That works. And there we go. Alpha right out the gate. Even though it was right there. So this is LolcowAlpha. Okay. So I came up tonight and I watched my part after the fact. Let me see some. That's good. That's good enough. I came in like the last half hour. Well, it's 2 hours. So I came in around the 1:30 mark. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. can make this a bit bigger. Oh, it's already playing. No, wrong way. I don't know why. I guess if I hit that, it'll go fully full screen, but then I won't be able to see anything. Oop. There we go. Okay, so this is right before I come on, and there we go. Let me go back a little bit. What timestamp are we at? 128. It was like right after this. All right, so again, LolcowAlpha. Check out the tonight's stream if you haven't. I know one or two of you were in there. I know that Viper 96, I believe, was in there. Gidgy was watching. So what's up, Gidgy? Again, she's from Local Rebel. Previously Local Queens. But let's give this a little watch, and then we'll skip through it and stuff. But here we go.
Now this is how they said that fucking Tommy feels like after the debate. He looks like King Kong. Oh.
Hold on.
He gone.
He left. He knew what was gonna happen. Bro said, fuck this shit.
I wanted to get his views on what happened.
He left.
Yep. Well, if Keem comes, I'll just tell him, he ran away like a bitch. But we do have ETX who has been wanting to try out. ETX, you are live on LolcowAlpha. Cam up and show us your alpha.
Hold on. Yo, what's going on, dude?
Bro, it's locked in. It's looking good.
What's up? You know what? Hold on. I'm going to switch headphones real quick.
Alrighty.
Give me 1 second here. All right.
So,
what's going on, man? Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the hell happened?
Not too much.
Oh, snizzap. What the fuck? Look, it's Gemini fucking shit up. What the fuck is this, bro? Uh-oh. Hey. What the hell? What the helly? There we go.
Not too much. We got Exile up here. We're kind of rocking it. We got about a half hour left. I see you're wearing a Zodiac Killer sweatshirt.
Now you know what that is, huh?
Oh,
ETX,
I do.
ETX. Were you one of the Becky Sims that came back after Becky had?
You know what? Hey. Listen. Becky Simp.
About to
Listen.
drag you.
Genuine question. Because I remember you being here before you got banned and then got unbanned and then banned again. And then
I was unbanned like the next day. And FYI, I should leave my background either white or maybe green. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I like the way this looks with the white. It seems, the footage seems to look the best. Maybe the blue, the green. The red looks good too, but I think for content visual quality, I think I should keep the light in the background white. But yeah, people like to call me a Becky simp, but if you know anything about me or any content I've done about the LCU as a whole, you know for sure I'm not a Becky simp. Becky used to fucking like come on to me and shit. I'd tell her straight to her face on panel, like, nah, dude, it was all a joke. But nah,
I wanted
simping,
to know
nah.
that. I wanted to know
I
that,
mean,
'cause people were calling you that, so I was like, oh, it's that guy. That's what I wanted to know.
yeah, I mean, hey, it's all in good fun. If you want to think that, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me none, but.
I mean, hell, everybody that went over to the BBU and came back, they got so much shit for no reason. I mean, because
Right. Yeah.
we found out after the fact.
By the way, speaking of that, I was like literally the first person in the entire LCU to get banned from the LCU due to being in Becky's server when she first created the BBU Becky Boop Universe / Becky Boop Network. All right. I showed a clip of me on Becky's panel saying how I was just talking about how I was a mutual viewer and that I think instead of going on when Local Queens went on, I think she should go on afterwards. That way the universe wouldn't be split and having to decide who to watch when, and that if she went after, that way each side can watch each show and it would just benefit each show. It would get more viewers and everything on each one. And that clip that I posted is the one that got flagged and was chosen to ban me out of the Local Live Reddit for promoting Becky, which was not that at all. But, it was neither here nor there. I was drunk banned by Keem. It was on a Friday. I got unbanned that Saturday. And then I was banned again a few days later. I don't know. And then unbanned again a while ago. So, but whatever. Again, it seems, LCU time is completely different. It seems like so long ago that happened.
Everybody was fucking watching either as themselves or as a fucking alt. I mean, I see a lot of people that went over there in our chat, and I see them coming back day after day, and I love that fact. And that's the one piece is growing the fucking community. And yeah, we are a slow starter, but we didn't take the help from the people, we didn't get the fast track. Again, Booster, I'm saying to you,
right.
This is what's called doing it the fucking hard way.
What's up, Gidgy? I see Gidgy in chat. What's up, Viper? Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like from the beginning, I started watching the LCU as a whole probably back in January.
Mm-hmm.
So actually going on a year. And, what I noticed in the LCU, it's like, if you're a viewer or a fan of somebody that the majority of people like as a whole, then you're just a viewer or fan. However, if you're a viewer of somebody that everybody as a whole don't like or have problems with or has been, up and down, then you're a simp or an incel or whatever for that person. I don't know. It's kind of funny. But yeah, regardless, people were definitely watching, whether they were typing in chat or not, they were there. But Becky, man, shit, I'm wondering if is she even alive at this point? I mean,
so
Who knows, really?
she did pull a Becky a couple 2 weeks ago. All of a sudden, because my kid had gotten gifted at one point, and so he was like, he had it in his subscriptions on his account, and he's like, oh.
By the way, Phantom here may sound like it. He is not under the influence. He's not drunk. He's not anything. That's just the way he talks. He says he's been sober for 5 years, but that's just the way he talks. He sounds like he's drunk. He kind of acts like he's drunk here and there a little bit. Talks slow on the slow side, but that's just Phantom. That's just the way he talks. So yeah, I was just gonna point that out. But yeah,
Oh shit, she went live, and I was like, no shit, and I pull it up, and it's
oh yeah,
literally just her fucking intro song on loop. So
yeah.
again, letting her
Blame the
cat
cat.
running the fuck stream, you know.
Yeah, and I actually there's a post up there too, same thing about 3 weeks ago, and all it says is soon dot dot dot. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Soon what? To make she's she's uh she's gaslighting hard, man. It's crazy.
If you take more than a week off in the streaming game, especially in the environment we're in, you're
Yeah.
non-10. People forget about you.
I mean, especially in the LCU, out of forget streaming the LCU period, because like time in the LCU, like many people have said, is completely different from regular time. LCU time is a different animal. I mean, a month in the LCU is like at least a good 6 months in fucking real time.
Absolutely. I mean,
So
there are times I'm sitting here going, "Oh yeah, remember when this happened?" And somebody goes, "Oh yeah, that was last week." And I'm like, "It don't feel like last week." I mean,
yeah,
think about it.
back in the day, a week ago.
I mean, what was going on last Monday?
But yeah, that's pretty much it. The whole stream went good. Let's fast forward a little bit. He full screened me at one point, because since I was trying out, I just gave an introduction of myself and a little backstory in the LCU and whatnot. So entered into this when I first started watching. That was my introduction to anything drama based, was the LCU.
Okay.
And the only time I went up for was the only time I tried out. Let me go back a little. Backstory. Oh,
There are times I'm sitting here going, "Oh yeah, remember when this happened?" And somebody goes, "Oh yeah, that was last week." And I'm like, "It don't feel like last week." I mean,
yeah,
think about it.
back in the day, a week ago.
I mean, what was going on last Monday? It feels like ancient history.
Right, exactly.
You just get
Too
bored
much.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, ETX, I hear you would
Yo.
like to try to become an LCU host. So, there are a couple shows looking for hosts, co-hosts. What brings you to Alpha? What do you think you can bring to the table? Tell the audience.
Should I just do a little introduction /
Go for it.
backstory?
Yeah, let me make you full screen, and you are good.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, like I said a second ago, I've been in the LCU as a whole since about January, so going on a year. I think I started watching Queens and subbed like the first week. Um, and I have a history on YouTube as well. I've had multiple YouTube channels throughout the years. See, and like I told them to, my OBS, I don't know, for whatever reason, decides to go laggy every so often, and it happened here, but it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, but haven't stayed consistent until my current one now. Um, I was thinking of trying out for a show a few different times, but I never found the right show with the right people. It was always it was either conflicting, like I didn't like the host or who they were or the times or like, and I tried to like, typically my content has nothing to do with drama, like whatsoever. So I entered into this when I first started watching. That was my introduction to anything drama based, was the LCU.
Okay.
And the only time the only time I tried out for any show was shit. This talk about ancient history. It seems like so long ago now. Was actually during Locale Madhouse. I was talking to at the time David Jaffe behind the scenes about possibly becoming a fourth. I came up with show ideas and show notes for future shows, stuff like that. And we were just talking. Nothing was cemented or anything like that.
Okay.
But then obviously, you know what happened?
Yeah.
Fucking, he went up there talking shit on Brantley, which But yeah, that was pretty much it. I just gave my history, and then oh, I have a ton of DC. It's all across the board: Marvel, DC. I was talking about my channel, what I do on my channel. Then we started talking nerd stuff, comics, and this and that. Many tryouts, really, because of my work schedule, and also
is I check in with the neckbeards and of YouTube knows he's awful, but owns it and kind of made
a couple closet,
It's
but
okay.
don't like it. No, it was not on me. It was on the other person. It kind of sucked at first because the first VC I jumped in,
because we got my LCU history, and then I asked him his LCU history, and then this dude came back, Sprinkles. This is Exile, and this is Sprinkles, but everybody, no one was talking over each other or anything like that, fighting each other. Everyone gave each other respect and their time to speak and everything like that. So yeah, it was cool. What's kind of funny on Becky's channel? If you go to the about, like, slowly over the course of like 4 months or something, it was like Becky, Roxy, Savage, Gemini. Then it was like Becky, Savage, Roxy. Then it was Becky, Gemini. Now it's fucking Becky again.
oh
Crazy.
man. Speaking of thick extra in there.
With the flame shit, bro.
Yeah, something like that. Phantom, I was starting to ask you.
No, those are some fucking athletic. Yeah, I mean,
Apparently he's making good money on there, so yeah, really.
and this came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, there was something I saw recently. It was kind of like a mini cricket.
No, the original 5 was live.
He was faking. No,
Wait.
those are some fucking athletic ass men.
Wait, when this
If
dude
you have
first
not
came back
watched,
on,
what
I said
the fuck
something,
is
there was
that?
something funny.
I look up and all I fucking wrong. Hey, I was extra in there.
With the flame shit, bro. You eat hot piles.
Cal Rain, they're gonna be eating.
What would a male Becky be called? What would that use?
I don't run Discord.
Yeah. Sparkle Screw. Bullshit, motherfucker. You gotta click on that bitch
Yeah,
twice.
you do.
So you click twice on him, motherfucker.
And we're on Discord. We didn't have any updates. So what the fuck?
I did mine earlier.
Get caught on your bullshit, motherfucker.
Yeah, this dude right before he left the first time, he was trying to say that when Phantom was like he wanted Keem to come up to talk to this dude, and this dude all of a sudden just left, and then he came back, and then he was saying, "Oh, Discord had an update," and then I was like, "Well, shit, we're all on Discord. We didn't have any fucking update." What the hell?
I don't run Discord.
Yeah. Sparkle Screw. Bullshit, motherfucker. You gotta click on that bitch
Yeah, you
twice.
do.
So you click twice on him, motherfucker.
And we're on Discord. We didn't have any updates. So what the fuck?
I did mine earlier.
Get caught on your bullshit, motherfucker.
What the hell? But yeah. Anyway, overall, it was a good show, man. I had fun. So technically, that was my first. Even though it was only about 30 minutes, that was technically my first live stream in the LCU. My first legit without being a host or a co-host or even an intern. I've come up on panel many times before. I've probably been on panel a dozen times, maybe about that. I said on there I came up on Queens about a dozen times. I think I came up on Local Queens about 10 times, and I think I came up on Local Live a couple times, and I was on like Milkers once, and maybe I don't know. But I've been a good it's probably been about I want to say it's been probably under 15 times. But close to 15 times coming on panel in the LCU since I've been in the LCU. But tonight was more or less my first legitimate live stream in the LCU without actually being a host or co-host or an intern. But you know what I'm saying. Even when I tried out for Local Dark, which was after Local Madhouse, I don't think it was on that long. And even on Queen stuff like that, I'd be on like 10 minutes of time, maybe 15 minutes. But I don't think I've never been on panel that long. So again, that's basically my first full live stream in the LCU, and it went good. It went well. It went really well. Chat was positive. The hosts were positive. Nobody was talking shit on each other or anything like that. Excuse me. So I had fun. It was cool. I like Phantom. We get along. I've only actually been talking to him for about a week. Because that's about when I start, around about the time that I started watching LolcowAlpha. So yeah. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much it for this. If you want to continue to see more of this, tune into LolcowAlpha tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet what time it's going to be on. Sometime between 8 and 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure to go over there and check them out. Sub to the channel. Turn on post notifications, set it to all. And the same thing for any LCU show that you watch. Do that for my channel. If you like the video, if you like the content, like the video that you're watching. It's a little click. Subscribe. When you do subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell and set it to all. So that way you get notified every time I upload a new video or go live, like right now. Okay? Right now. Comment down below. Let me know what you think, where you are. Questions, comments, whatever. Share the video if you feel so inclined. And if you want to continue to see more content like this, then stay tuned. And my co-host Thor and my co-host Thor, which again is in the other room, to check my bed, see if he's not curled up laying down. But yeah, if you want to continue to see more content like this, then stay tuned, and Thor and I will see you